welcome to the craft room. I'm really glad you're here. We are going to work on a new project today. So I have these jelly rolls. I've been sitting on them for a long time. It's by Moda. This line is called Birdsong. It's by Gingerbur. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But I have loved this line for so long. I love that the colors are all so bright and vibrant. I bought 2 jelly rolls because I want to make a big quilt with these, but it took me forever to decide what I wanted to do. But I finally found something and we're going to work on it together. So this is called Lucky Log Cabins. It's by Quilty Love. This is a pretty straightforward pattern here. I'm actually really excited. So I've done a little bit of prep work. This one is a pattern that I have purchased. It's a $12 pattern. I'll make sure that I link that down below so you can try it out as well. But she has lots of different measurements in here. So you can do baby size, throw up to king. Like, she's got a lot of good sizes in here and tells you how many strip sets you're gonna have to make to get those sizes. So I'm pretty much gonna go until my 2 jelly rolls are done. So that's my goal. We'll see how much it ends up being. But let's just get started on this. This one's pretty quick to come together. So I've done some squares already, okay? But we're gonna make a strip set together. So a strip set is 5 strips for this pattern that we are going to sew together in rows, okay? So I've kind of like eyeballed some fabrics that I want to use. I just love how vibrant these colors are. So I'm really excited to get working on this one. So we're just going to keep playing with this until we find something that we like. That's cute. Maybe we'll do a red right here on top to kind of make those other birds pop right there. Got red, white, and blue going. No shame in that. But I'm not sure that that's what I want there. Let's try these little pink flowers instead. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we've got our mock-up here. So in the instructions, it says, or a tip, okay, to not sew each strip exactly the same direction, okay? So we're gonna sew these 2 strips together going from selvage to cut end, okay? And then we'll do the same for these 2 strips, sewing selvage to cut end. And then when those are together, then we'll sew those 4 total, but then we'll go the opposite direction. So that way we have right to left to right. And then when it comes to adding this bottom, we'll go to left. That way we get the opposing seams. So I have not personally tested whether or not it makes the seams warp. I'm just following their suggestion and not even risking it. So I'm making a deliberate choice to go kind of zigzag back and forth. Okay, so this is pretty basic. It did say to leave the selvage. So usually I will cut off the selvage, but that's part of our sewing in here. So let's get these 2 together, then these 2 together, and we'll go from there, okay? Okay, so there are those strips sewn together, and then these red and pink ones sewn together. So I'm going to go iron that, but I'm going to iron the seams open. And I love jelly rolls because you get so many fabric options. But one thing I hate about them is they have these little zigzag cuts, and the fuzzy situation that comes off of these is no joke. So I feel like I have all these like little fuzzies in my nose. And I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna go iron and I'll be back. Okay, so there's those two sections. They've been ironed open on the back. So now we're going to put right sides together, but instead of starting from this end, which we've done for these pieces, we're gonna start at this end, okay? And then I'm just gonna tack that one on after I get this stitch in. Okay, there's those ones. And now we're gonna add the white on the bottom. Okay, there is our whole strip set. So I'm gonna go iron those and then we'll cut. Okay, all nice and smooth and ironed out. Okay, so now we are going to cut. We need 2 cuts out of this strip set. I don't know what I was trying to say, but it wasn't that. Okay, so we get to be very careful with our selvage. That way we don't cut too much. I've lucked out that my fabric is allowing me to have a little bit of excess. So I'm definitely going to take that. I am using my mat to cut today. Usually I use my ruler to measure and to square up, but I am going to use my mat today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half. I don't have any rulers that go, my biggest ruler is 8.5, so. Well, maybe I do have a big one, but my mat is working just fine today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so literally we have like selvage width left over on each side. So it's a tight cut, so we just got to make sure that we do it well. Okay, so now since we have a couple of squares, let's put some of these together. Those ones have similar colors in them, or the same fabrics. I had the bird feet and that pink flower in there. So we'll just skip that one for this pairing. Let's go with this one. I like this one. Okay. So we're going to take 2 of those, and these ones are going to go back into our pile. All right, and so it says that we are going to stick these together, and then we're going to pin them to keep them together so they don't shift. And hopefully I don't poke myself today. Those pesky pins get me sometimes. Okay, so I'm just pinning it way out of the way of what I know I'm going to be sewing at, because we're going to draw a diagonal and cut on the diagonal after we sew on either side. Okay, so this is going to give us a couple of pieces. Okay, I feel good about that. So let's get my big ruler, because this is a big line, and a marker. Okay, so diagonals, corner to corner. It's kind of hard to hold it flat with the pins underneath it, huh? Probably could have just drawn a diagonal on that one and then pinned it together, but I'm all about making things complicated, I guess. Okay, so now we're gonna sew a 1/4 inch off of this side and a 1/4 inch off of this side. Let's do it. Okay. So there are those seams. Can you see that? Now we are going to cut. I can't take my pins out now. This is honestly the first time I have ever done a pattern like this. I'm actually really excited. Total branch out for me. Okay, so we cut on the diagonal. And then we're going to trim each block to a 10-inch square. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I love that. Look at all of those colors in there. I'm just going to show you the front again. So you can see the square set we just made right there. That is so cool. That's awesome. Okay, let's go iron this and then we'll trim. And that's literally it. Let's do two more. Let's do 2 more squares. So let's do that one. And then we'll do this one that we made together. Okay, here. Let's try it this way and see if that works better to draw a line and then lay them on top of each other. Well, it's definitely much flatter without the pins in there. Okay, so corner to corner. Doing some good coloring on those dark ones. It's hard to see the marker on those dark fabrics. Okay, getting this lined up as best we can. Trying to match up my seams because I see in here that that's pretty much making a corner. So I'll pay better attention and try to match up those seams a little bit better. Okay, let's do this again. All right, there's another one. I'm really glad that I made a couple of strip sets before we started this because this is actually really fun. It's like instant gratification. Because the block is literally done. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay, so let's go iron these open and then we'll kind of play with them here on the table. Okay, there they are, all ironed out. Let's just do a little fit. So we did need to trim, but we're just gonna see what this is gonna look like. Well, what I think is cool, these are actually the same exact squares that we stitched together and then cut in half, but they look totally different. Do you see that? So this one has the 2 pinky florals out here, and then there's the 2 pink florals, but you could put those side by side and you wouldn't even notice that those came from the same square. That's awesome. I love the way that that worked out. So there's those. Let's scoot those a little so I can get the other one on here. Oh my gosh, that is just so cool. So cool. Man, I really like the way that that looks. And I am so glad that you get to see every single one of these beautiful fabrics because they are just, I love the design style and oh gosh, it is so pretty. This is going to come together pretty quickly. I was a little worried when I looked at it, especially with like this little corner. I thought, man, how are they layering that? But this, sewing it into strips, then cutting into squares, then sewing those squares together is so clever. And look how quickly I have 4 blocks. That's pretty impressive. I like that. And that didn't even use both blocks from the strip set. That's really cool. Well, then I guess I get to just keep making strips, huh? This one's going to come together super quickly. Good, because that means we get to cuddle with it sooner. I love these blues and I love the reds. I'm going to show you this one more time. Lucky Log Cabins by Quilty Love. I did pay for this one. I know that this is an older fabric line. It has taken me probably a year to figure out what to do with these jelly rolls. But I'm going to keep working at this and I'll show you when we're done. But that's it. So I'm really glad that you were here. I hope you enjoyed this block and we'll see you next time. Bye.